Hello, this is Paula Riseco with a short video on how chapter leaders should be sending out their invitations and reminders on a monthly basis for their upcoming chapter events, meetings, basically. I am logged in here as Wayne Oliver. Thank you very much, Wayne. I'm going to go to the event manager. I'm going to go to the particular meeting I'm going to send an invite or a reminder to. I'm going to use the one that we've created, that we've recently added, and I will eventually be deleting. I'm going to go to the event of November 23rd, edit event. Actually, I'm not going to go to edit event. I'm going to go to the event manager. Sorry about that. Of Wayne. For that particular meeting, I'm not going to edit the event. I'm going to edit the invitation or the reminder. First, we'll do the invitation. This should take about 3 minutes tops. Basically, edit invitation. This is for the November 23rd meeting. You're going to add a new invitation. You're going to name it. So this is going to be the invite for Plymouth meeting, November. This is so you can edit your invitation and or reminder before it's actually sent. You're going to select your chapter. This is a role-based system, so Wayne is going to select his Plymouth meeting group and add it. You have to hit the add button after you select it. If it's for a social or a multi-chapter meeting, feel free to add other chapters to the list. Just be careful. One of the purposes of the new system is not for erroneous emails to be sent to everyone, or I should say all emails to be sent to everyone. So again, I can only encourage you to have members join your group. If they join your group, they will get the actual email associated with whatever is selected here. So in the old system, you had one administrative chapter, home chapter. That home chapter is really somewhat not in use right now. We have it there, but we're not doing anything with it. It's not really connected to the system. Instead, we are encouraging members to join as many chapters as they have an interest in. Then they will get the specific emails associated with information about those chapters. Information here being the actual chapter invite and reminder. So, name your template. Select the chapter or chapters that you want this invitation to go to. Again, the invitation we're on is November 23rd. If you wanted to add a particular user in addition, like yourself, I'll do myself, it has to be the DNN or the Bang system username. It is not an email address. So I'm going to send it to myself. My screen name is Paula Riseco. I'm going to use the template base, so it's going to give the basic information. I'm going to say ozone because that's the only choice, and I'm going to hit the load button. Everything else is filled in. Now I have the template, which has been set up with the basic information of the date, time, and location of that event. There's also a register for event button and an add to your calendar button. If you want to add additional information, you can easily do so. Basically, right under the add your calendar, or really anywhere, I'm going to cut and paste information, for instance, about the summer social, which is something that I was doing recently. So basically I cut and now I'm pasting the information about the summer social. Basically, that's how easy it is. You just add whatever additional information to the template invite. You don't have to add anything, and they'll just be reminded of the meeting and asked to RSVP. In addition, you want to be able to, right now this register button is not working, as some of you may have noticed. Until it is, I want you to add the link associated with that event right next to this register for event button. So I'm going to go to the Bang screen, events, and you can either put the URL for the events themselves or for that particular meeting, in which case it will take it to Wayne's specific meeting. I'll go to the November meeting here. course, it's in the future. Damn. So basically, you can either take the URL from the Bang events page or the specific event that you want them to register for. In this case, I'm taking Wayne's November meeting, which we will eventually be deleting, and I'm going to paste it right next to the register for event. That's a temporary solution until we can find the developer and have them fix the fact that the register button is not working. The add to your calendar does work assuming you have a calendaring system on your computer when you hit the add to calendar. That's pretty much it, other than this is an invite. You can send instant messages, like if you're going to cancel a meeting, basically just type in meeting's been canceled due to terrible weather and leave it as instant before you save it, or you can set this as time. For actual sending out the invites, I'm recommending you switch it to time and 10 days into the future. It's days, hours, minutes into the future. Hitting the save button will then have that invite that we named, Plymouth Meeting November. 10 days from now, it will actually be sent to everyone that we told it to, which is myself, Paula Rosecco, and the members of the Plymouth Meeting chapter. If I needed to edit that particular invitation, just hit the edit button, change whatever you'd like, and hit time again. It will stay in the time perspective. If I needed to cancel a meeting, basically I would add another invitation and or reminder. Basically create another invitation or reminder, or basically it's an email. Consider it to just be an email for that chapter. For instance, if I'm going to, if Wayne's September meeting is canceled, I'm going to go and basically create a new invitation. Name it, cancel. Add the particular group it's being sent to. Type your text that the meeting's been canceled and send it out as an instant. It will be pending, and within 5 or 10 minutes it will be sent to that organization. So that's what you're going to do in an emergency to cancel a particular meeting. And in this case, that title with the DNN template, which is your chapter, Wayne, Plymouth Meeting, that event, is what's also going to be placed into that particular message. There's also another mechanism to send out email to different role-based groups or different chapters, which I'll go over in a different video. But that's the easiest way to cancel a meeting. Okay, so that's how you're going to set up a invitation. Like I said, I was recommending 10 days before. You can set that to 15 days before, however you like. I'm also going to show you now how to send the reminder. Basically, every month, you have to, as a chapter leader, you must go into the system and set up your new invitation and your new reminder. You can do this into the future and do 6 of them at a time, but you have to do it for every month by going into that particular event's invitation and reminder. I'm going to go to the reminder for the November 23rd meeting. There are no reminders yet. I'm going to add a new one. I'm going to name it Reminder Plymouth Meeting November. I'm going to select the Plymouth Meeting role-based group, anyone who has joined the Plymouth Meeting chapter. I'm not going to add myself to it. I'm going to pick the predefined template of Ozone, which is the only one we have, hit the load button. That information is there. This information still remains. For the reminder, I typically say, please register for the event for those who haven't yet registered, and that would be the same link to Wayne's November meeting. and basically hit the time button again, and I usually leave this as a default of 5 days. Save it, and it has been saved. The reminder for the Plymouth meeting, November meeting, is set to go out 5 days before the event. That's it. If you do not set up an invitation and reminder for every month's meeting, your chapter members will not be getting the invitations. Now, I know many of you are currently using Evite or other mechanisms. I can only strongly suggest that in order to have a professional look and feel, that we all use the same mechanism that members get for their registration. The reason that we are trying to get people, members or non-members, to register on the site, on the Bang website, is so that we can track the attendance. Now, that's something that you do currently without registering on the old Bang website, but we have deliberately put this mechanism in so that chapter leaders will have less to do, not more. If there is a reason that you feel you must use your alternative means of inviting members, please let me know, and I'll find out what it is, what other functionality you might need or think you need in order to utilize that mechanism. I obviously can't make you use the Bang website or encourage members to log in, but if you don't, as we recently learned, when a member registers for a meeting, this count goes up, how many are attending and how many seats. Whether we get rid of this information or not, individuals will not know that or will believe that less members are coming to your meeting than are. So if you can get your members to register on the site, people will see how many people are coming, and members will see how many people are coming to the event, or guests will see how many members are coming to the event. So it is in everyone's best interest to register on the site, and for chapter leaders to encourage members or guests to register on the site. Sending out invitations with that link to register will make it easier for them. Eventually, the system will have the register button on the email working. To register for an event, all you do is click the register button. If they are a member, in this case Wayne is, their name and email address will automatically be pre-filled out. If he's bringing a guest, he can change this to that and hit the register button. They will be automatically registered on the site. If they are a guest, then they're going to have to fill out their name and their email address and hit the register button. And when we get to the video about entering the log or the attendee spreadsheet, you'll show the difference between a guest and a member. That is it. You need to send out an invitation or set up an invitation to go out and a reminder for every meeting. You can do that proactively by setting up a number of them in advance, but if you do not set up your invitation, your chapter members will not be getting an invitation about your meeting. So hopefully this is not a terribly cumbersome thing for you to do. Like I say, it probably takes about 3 minutes to do both. And you have to go into the site anyway once a month in order to get your attendee list to send to Bob Jarvis. So you might as well do it all at once. This is Paula Rusecco signing out. This has been a video on how to send invitations or set up invitations and reminders for your chapter events. Goodbye.